because it was the Kirby PR.
That PR was so sick. I'm glad you remember that.
Yeah, it was good. It was. I just remember because we got to put Riz on it. It was meta.
Yeah, it's the one outlier.
It's so fitting. By the way, we haven't talked about neither of them sitting down right now.
Well, the match didn't start yet, and now it did. Loser semifinals. We do got Tweak out here, number 1 in New Jersey. You all know Stefan claiming his spot at number 6. That I do believe he was on the last power ranking season as well. We're going to see what they're going to be able to do here on PS2. Wolf versus Steve. This is an interesting matchup, to say the least.
Yeah, I know that Steve has been kind of a bane in Tweak's sides. He's mentioned he does not like fighting the character. And since falling into losers, Tweak has rattled off quite a run here. He's beaten Sensei. He's beaten Pharaoh. He beat Sean, and he beat, oh, Lord.
Wow, busting through the blocks right there, but facing the wrong direction and not able to drift back. Yeah, it is. Right, there we go. We got the bread and butters out here once again. Even just the wooden one, that's all you need. That's another one of the crazy things. Like, obviously you get more damage out here. Or is that?
I think that's the gold.
I was about to say, is that gold? I couldn't tell for a second.
That's gold. It's definitely gold.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, this is the stuff.
Yeah, it is. My bad. All right.
This is the stuff you have to be cautious of when fighting against Steve, man. This character is so good at being able to, control the pace of the match at any percent deficit, at any sort of lead or disadvantage. Because there's always the option to just fall back in line. It's really, really frustrating for some characters. And as you see right there, the tech on the wall going to save Stefan for a moment, but Tweak able to catch the rebound with the back air.
Yeah, and I doubt we're going to be really seeing any counter picks unless this set doesn't really go the way that Tweak wants it. Tweak is pretty much going all Wolf today, except for that one set we had earlier where the Wario did come out, I do believe, against, was it Beast or was it the
It was Sean.
It was Sean. Thank you. That was like the one time.
Artist formerly known as Kashmir.
Yes, that's exactly as Lyric pointed out to me. Thank you, Lyric. But yeah, this is different. It's just like the big bad wolf, man, just knocking on the door, like trying to get it to come back down. Hello, Grandma. Like, no, it's so rough to be able to break through that block if you're not ready, especially if it's one of the stronger blocks like the iron or the stone on the way back in.
I'm gonna huff and puff and shoot a gun at your house.
I bet a lot of people wish that they could blow that house down, but those walls are solid, my friends. Steve out here, man. Stefan out here just building those walls. No real reason to be the one to approach. They are the one who is up in percent.
Sure.
And you are Steve. You can just hide behind those walls if you want to. We have Tweak just trying to really find out what Wolf's best options are to really just sort of break through that. This is not a matchup that I do believe he has done very often. He normally goes Cloud whenever he has to fight like a proficient Steve player. That was his last W on Stefan. I do believe Cloud, so Minecart's going to take the stock. But it's all Wolf today, baby, so we're just going to have to see what the Wolf's going to do to be able to blow this house down.
Yeah, and again, despite the fact that Stefan's in the lead, Tweak also hasn't, he's not necessarily out of it by any means. He's definitely within arm's reach here, but again, this is where you have to be careful, man. Diamond weaponry out does not matter as the Enderman falls into the silence in the background. Tweak could even things up here. Oh, brother.
Really good on Tweak to go high right there. Definitely did not want to drift back towards the ledge and have to eat a block by the ledge to stuff out the grab for that, stuff out the ledge grab for that recovery, I should say.
Look at that boulder. That's a nice boulder.
That's a nice boulder. When is he going to get the frying pan in this game? When can he pull that from the crafting table so we can make some waffles?
You make frying pans in Minecraft?
Probably. I don't know.
That's for
I'm a millennial.
That's relatable. All right, try it.
Oh, that was actually a really good bait right there. I mean, it didn't work, obviously, but it was definitely a good bait attempt regardless on the part of Stefan right there. Hanging back, building those materials, trying to bait Tweak to approach, just trying to get him to forward air through the walls. As the sword is bigger than the blocks, or just bigger than the size of one block, I should say. So it definitely would have gone through right there. But Tweak playing the long game, just slowly but surely trying to bring this one back out here.
Yeah,
the neutrals reset again.
Definitely both players is in kill percent here. What's the option going to be here for Tweak, though? As Stefan running low on resources, has to be careful here. But again, just going to put up some blocks in front of him and allow him to dig through here. Oh, no.
That goes through. Look at the Gavin. They put his whole hands. It went through the eyes, up to the hairline, right to the back of the face. He just rolled his step back because he knew that was going to happen, but he got hit by it anyway that time.
Yeah,
he went for that exact bait earlier.
Yeah, I don't know if he meant to go for the Wolf Flash there, if he was looking for maybe like a Beer versus Laser or something, but I don't. Either way, the S-Dash going to connect through the wall there.
Yep.
And like you alluded to, David, he's going to break out the Cloud.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn.
While you studied the blade, I studied more of the blade. Once upon a time, once upon a time.
Minions have spawned. First blood.
They haven't come back from the field.
Allies have been slain. An enemy has been slain.
never heard again.
Double kill. Unstoppable.
It won't die. Dragon scatters. And so, reap and sow. Help me!
Double kill. has been slain. Turret plating will soon fall. An enemy has been slain. Shut down.
It's dark, I can't find my way.
slain. An enemy has been slain. Double kill. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. Enemy double kill. An enemy has been slain.
Fiddlesticks and of fiddlesticks.
Has destroyed a turret. Page. An enemy has been slain. Shut down.
Won't anybody help me?
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Shut down. An enemy has been slain. Enemy double kill. Dominating. Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
Ambition without deeds.
An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Truly unworthy.
An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed a turret. Victory!
out here, you know, the old favorite, and see if he's, you know, is going to be able to fundy his way through the stone walls here. So.
He doesn't want to go down 2-0 in this set. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to like mount the energy of doing a reverse 3-0 comeback against a Steve player as proficient and talented as Stefan. And then you got to go through Jin, and then Jackal if you win that set. So you know that's a lot of. I think he's going Cloud this early because he's literally just trying to sort of save his, you know, his stamina. He's trying to save his momentum because if he just like sticks with Wolf and loses that, pulling off a reverse 3-0, it's going to take a lot out of him before he has to play two amazing players like Jin and Jackal.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, okay, gonna catch a cross slash right there.
My leg.
For the MHP classic, the cross slash.
Cross slash, which can cross.
I gotta hit all the talking points tonight. You know what I mean? So.
You have a podcast. You got a lot of talking points. Oh my! Oh, hey yo! Prepare to tech it. What? That is crazy. If there's anything that any Steve player is going to be known for right there, it's getting those wonky techs. And there's like a block right above them again, 3 times in a row, my friend. They If you're gonna play a character that knows how to build walls and you don't know how to tech off of them, baby, what is you doing?
Yeah, no, that again, it's like, you know, when you play a Spacey and you have to be very comfortable teching the, you know, the walls when you're recovering.
Exactly.
There's just certain things that come with the territory. And again, Stefan doing a great job right here. Sheesh, bro. All right.
No techs on that one. Like a pinball game.
He's a pinball wizard for sure.
Shoutouts for the hoop. My God, yeah, that might have been just been too high for the hoop. Might have been too high at that percent, for sure.
Delta going to connect right there. Tweak trying to extend this lead here. Stefan trying to get on the board here. But it looks like, again, Tweak's found a good middle ground between, you know, being able to space out with aerials and, you know, when to kind of sit back and, you know, charge his own resources.
Yeah, that's true. That is one thing that, you know, Cloud low-key does just as well, if not better than Steve. Is that, like, Steve's coming back to charge his resources, build back. Guess what? I get free limit. And that is not something you want to deal with at the end right there, especially for a character that can break through your walls and just jump around you with a good airspeed as easily as Cloud for sure. Definitely it is generally considered community favor that Cloud wins this matchup. We'll see how the meta develops as things goes on. We have Tweak out here, who does have a W over Stefan with the Cloud, I believe. This is typically his go-to when he's fighting good Steve players.
Yeah, again, we're seeing you know, a variety of characters here from Tweak. Again, does not matter if he gets the wall there. Gets the untechable splash. So Tweak open up a 2-stock lead here. Let's see what the response is going to be from Stefan. He only did 19. Yeah, we're like close. I think only like 18% right. That last stock. So not really in a position where he's getting a lot of good damage right now. Tweak played a great elusive game. The old Acme Anvil will get the job done right there as Stefan gets on the board. Again, not a lead that's unsurmountable. Again, we've seen it time and time again. Oh, brother.
And another anvil for good measure. Stefan definitely showing how despicable he is.
Yeah, of course you know. This means war.
Yes, it does, my friend. Tweak does definitely not want to go down against this Steve, especially with the Cloud this time around, because this is his counter pick for this character. I doubt we're going to be seeing too much Wolf O'Donnell in this set again.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned. First blood. Double kill. Triple kill. An ally has been slain.
Someone there.
An ally has been slain. Slain an enemy. Shut down.
Cloth and metal teeth rose. It's in the house. They haven't come back from the fields. It's been 3 days.
Turret plating will fall soon.
I'm coming to help. Where are you? You.
An enemy has been slain. Shut down.
Fiddlestick.
An enemy has been slain.
Fiddlestick. Most of them.
Killing spree. An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
Fiddlesticks is just a fable. A story to scare children.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Reap and sow. Reap and sow. Don't be scared to get at you.
Your turret has been destroyed. Double kill. Dominating.
So,
Victory.
If you lose it. And you know the banjo's not going to come out. This isn't last Platinum Star Smash when that happened.
Yeah, no, I think we're going to see a steady diet of Cloud here.
Yes.
Especially if Steve continues to be the play here. Nice catch right there, but good grab there from Stefan. Going to go for the back throw. Backer going to connect there for Tweak. Not a lot of resources on the hand for Stefan, so going to have to do this the old natural way.
Natural just trying to be on the way back. Can't exactly mine resources in the air, and I think Tweak knows that. Just trying to keep him up there as long as possible. Again, definitely no time to build those materials again. This is beautiful. This is Stefan like trying to just sort of. Oh my God! I thought that was an up smash for sure, but nothing doing. Just trying to go for the back air, keep the disadvantage again because he knew that the up smash would come out. And that he'd get limit this time instead and eat an up smash of his own. Tweak putting himself on the board, not going down 2-0 against this talented young Steve player right now, not having to mount as big of a comeback this time around. That was a scary situation.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little shaky in my boots right now. It's scary, man. See, because I still feel like Steve is still so like unexplored. Like, it's like looking at the map in Breath of the Wild, and it's just like there's so much of the map you haven't unlocked yet, and like, you know, I feel like people's opinions of this character is like, yeah, like he's okay, but like, you know, you got players like Stefan, you got players like Yanni, you know, you got players putting in work, you know, to Jake as well. People who are pushing to show this character is still very much a force to be reckoned with. So,
Steve! This matchup is Elden Ring. Or this character is Elden Ring, I should say. But Tweak, you know, going Cloud for a reason, man. Steve runs out of resources. He's rolling in against Cloud at the ledge. I literally looked away. What happened? Are we actually watching Looney Tunes right now? What is going on?
Gonna go straight to your thighs, and then you'll blow up.
Yeah, I remember my first Krabby Patty.
I always got the Sesame Seeds at 5 in the morning. Anyway, small battlefield is the choice here.
Gas. Whatever. And there's the block again. This is what I'm saying, man. At the end of that game, the way he was able to secure that stock before the up smash came out, it was just keeping Steve in disadvantage. He's got no resources. You're rolling in against Cloud at the ledge.
Yeah.
What does Steve do to get in there?
Yeah,
That's rough. Yeah.
Jake's yummy soda.
Oh, barnacles.
Alright, gets to grab once again. Oh, I'm not drinking that. What are you, crazy?
The nosedive. Thought that was going to be another up smash for sure, but nothing doing. Definitely don't want to like whipping something out like that against a Limit Cloud. Not at this stage of the game.
Nice catch with the back air right there. Stefan trying to get past the ledge portion of the game by building the block there, but again, Cloud's back air able to hit at such a perfect spot there. So Stefan gonna get his resources in order here. Again, a little low in the in the resources category there. Generate some offense here, but again, Tweak going right back on the offensive.
Whacking the block this time around on the way back down. Another four. Can we get a fourth?
In this economy?
Come on, I guess not.
It drops the ammo once
I hate
again.
inflation. Oh boy, that's a no-fly zone this time. Good on Tweak to just get on the other side of the level as quickly as he could that time around. That move is pretty scary to deal with if you respect it too much.
Yes, absolutely. Very good catch on the roll right there with the F tilt. So you can go right back to work on the ledge here. That is where Cloud has always excelled in any sort of matchups. And Tweak in general, you know, has always been historically very, very good at the ledge. One of the best in the business for sure. Bye.
Yeah, that is definitely a buy for sure, sending you right back down to Minecraft, which is, as we all know, where you go when you die on the stage.
The fact that Minecraft is like canon purgatory and Smash is very strange.
It is, isn't it?
I'm not quite sure how I feel about this.
Man,
Nonetheless,
that lore goes nuts. I can't wait for the Mario movie. Anyway. That's going to be a grab for sure at that spot on the ledge, but you're up to 3 stocks to 1 at this point. Like, what does Stefan really got to do? That up B is just such a good burst option. Even, yeah, right there! Even when you're standing on the blocks, man, it doesn't matter. Like, Cloud and the climb hazard right there is just such a quick wake-up option before Steve can even really get his materials out. Again, building some blocks, getting some material, give me my limit.
Yeah.
And now you die. Watch. Oh, no, he's going to the other side because he doesn't want to die.
Cloud's recovery, huge recovery is ridiculous, man. As Stefan going to get on the board here, but Tweak again has worked up a pretty sizable lead here. However, we saw how quickly Stefan was able to bring things back to an even stock game last time.
Absolutely.
So I definitely do not want to sleep, under any circumstances.
Especially with these bread and butters coming out again. Lead grab to the forward smash. Diamond one going to get up to 63. That's about damn near 15% more than you would normally get out of the Steve bread and butter, especially with the diamond at that percent. Killing off the top in the Looney Tunes anvil. Melt Blanc, where you at?
Oh! Okay.
What kind of Looney Tunes option was that? Bouncing off. Crazy stuff right here, man. Steve is absolutely out here. Stefan down but not out. We got limit out here on deck for sure. 15 seconds is not up yet, but we got another bread and butter coming out. Not going for the full thing this time around. I don't know if Steve just like got a little spaghetti, maybe a little sweaty in the hands. Just got like iffy about it. But the bread and butters, that good damage coming out once again. 73. This is anybody's game, Koopa.
Yeah, this is very stressful. Ooh, drops the TNT. Tweak able to get it back here, and oh no! What? Ah!
Well, you know what you want.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Ionians, are they all as confident as you?
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I have chosen you. You will serve me.
First blood.
Ionians, are they all as
An ally has been slain.
There is no one like me.
Minions have spawned.
Tell me,
An enemy has been slain.
A match made in shadow.
An enemy has been slain.
Kill the mind.
this is the part I like best. The anticipation. Now, it's the giving.
Whom should I obey? Master Zero or the farm implement with delusions of grandeur? And I alone am the remedy.
An ally has been slain.
Neither time nor violence will end me.
I let you go, and you will die.
And you will lose.
An ally has been slain.
You are not worthy of the power you hold.
With each kill,
Did eons to bathe this realm in blood?
talk. You'll do nothing without me.
I see your nightmares. Do they trouble you?
Not nightmares, plans. Such foolishness lead to your imprisonment.
Pairs nicely with wrath and fury.
The reaping begins with purpose. I am invincible. Wrong place, wrong time. Every corpse a lesson, every threat a target. Zed now walks in my shadow. this blade, I am invincible. To the bodies of the unwilling. You were not chosen to live.
An ally has been slain.
This is as it was meant to be. Enough for now. I will return stronger. I hear the whisper of darkness. Are you afraid now? You should be. Kill
An enemy has been slain.
That's a concussion.
a lucky stab in the dark. Bathing my enemies in shadow, I leave the light to the oppressed.
An ally has been slain.
The Legion begins with
Slain an enemy.
the dark end is gone. Our enemies are next.
Turret plate will fall. An ally has been slain.
I was forged by the uncaring providence of war. I hear the whisper of darkness. Be thankful it's over. I am everywhere.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Kill the mind, build the mind, free the mind. True believers live forever. They will die forgotten. Balance favors the victorious. I am everywhere. Not every battle is a fight. Oh yes, this is the right choice. No escape.
An enemy has been slain.
My path cuts through the bodies of the unwilling.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Every corpse a lesson, every threat a taunt. My greatness has been realized. Enough for now. I will return stronger.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
My greatness has been realized.
An ally has been slain.
Bathing my enemies in shadow. Letting them to the rest. No escape. Foolish. Shine and the blade proved too much.
Has been
Exercises
destroyed.
my will. Not every battle is a fight. Every corpse a lesson, every threat a taunt.
An enemy has been slain.
There was a time. missed it.
Has been slain.
Death. And so quickly. I bested the Darkin. Now the plan continues. Leaving my enemies in the shadow. I leave them to the oppressed. Enough for now. I buy, they die. Simple. Kill the mind, build the mind, free the mind.
Dominating. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Zed.
Down. Your team has destroyed a turret.
I'm sure my parents would be
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
That was not the plan. I bested the dark. Plan.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
The blade is
You have slain
my
an enemy.
will. They should stay down. fools die.
Double
The
kill.
body, free the body.
An ally has been slain. Shut down. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Greatness has been realized.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Forged by the uncaring prophets.
Has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. Aced. Victory!
That was crazy,
Oh, my man got hit with the ugly. Holy.
bro.
I'm just going to say, hi, Twitter. How you doing? I'm just going to say hi to
Oh my
Twitter.com on
God.
that one because that one's definitely going on the highlight reel. The minecart, too high a percent to mash out, so he can't get out. It detonates the TNT. It hits both of them because the minecart is what hit it, so that's able to make it hit Steve this time around because he wasn't the one who detonated it. So they both got sent to the right. And somehow Steve is plus, and he's the one who's able to get the back air out of that situation.
That was the world's most dangerous Rube Goldberg machine. Like, that was incredible. So Stefan up 2-1 here on TSM FTX week. #1 player in New Jersey, potentially about to go out here in 4th place. So let's see if Stefan's going to be able to close the job out or if Tweak can send it to a Game 5. Again, like we mentioned, it has not been easy for Tweak today. He's had to beat a lot of good, play a lot of sets in losers to get here. So
He's losing to Boosk in this bracket, if I'm not mistaken.
yes.
Wow.
So we'll see how it. Again, if he's going to be able to pull some magic out of his lid here, but again, Stefan has looked so solid. In the 2 wins so far. So let's see if one will give here.
Cute little tomahawk right around the block. Lands on the block actually because of the weird animation that little flip that Cloud has off the forward throw. Tell me how many times you've seen that before in your life.
I don't know. I don't think I get this far.
No! Oh, that's a dead Cloud Strife.
Okay, so that's going to even things up.
Wow. Such an unfortunate way to go down, man. It's really in like these early SDs that have been getting Tweak a little bit right here. But I mean, that that was just raw matchup knowledge, the way that Stefan was able to win that game at number 3 earlier on before. So, you know, I'll take that for what it's worth.
Yeah, big damage right there coming up for Stefan. 58% on the docket. Let's see if Tweak's gonna be able to find an answer here. And also, you know, we mentioned that the low edge guards, you know, that hasn't been a factor in the couple of Cloud games so far. So good to see Stefan be able to, you know, convert on that when it matters.
Yeah, absolutely. The matchup knowledge is so crucial, especially in an uphill matchup like this one is for Steve.
Yeah, and again, you see why Cloud is so good in this matchup. Tweak's Cloud's back air, able to eradicate all 3 of the blocks at once.
Yeah,
so.
the tech wall jump right there, actually going completely micro-spacing above the lava block right there in the up smash. It's crazy stuff, man. The matchup knowledge on Steve is just so crucial in this kind of situation. But if there's anyone is that Cross Slash is going to do it, if there's any character specialists that are going to know the like ins and out nuances, where they're plus, where they're not, and it's the Steve players, man.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so Tweak nursing a slight lead here, but you know, Stefan able to even things up with the up smash, 1 stock away from eliminating the #1 seed here and getting a date with Jen in Losers Finals. Tweak trying to set up the game 5. Let's see if he's got anything left in the tank between us.
That'd be a hell of an upset to make. It's not like, you know, Tweak has not had his bouts with the Steves before, my friend. Out here once again. Oh, another forward air, no materials. This is exactly where Cloud needs to sort of like capitalize on right now, but this is awkward. You don't charge your limit when they're out here camping with the minecart blocks. You're just waiting patiently for those backers, making their way through. We are going to need a replay of that situation because that just caught the very little tip. Getting the thumbs up from our gracious host and producer right here, Koopa. Wow.
Yeah, let's take a look here again. Tweak trying to push the envelope here as Stefan getting his resources in order, gets the rebound, and just gets the very last hit of the cross slash. And Stefan just walked a little bit too far into the danger zone. And again, off the Heezy, I'm sure the judges would have given that one, you know, a 9 in the dunk contest at the very least. That was gnarly.
Shout outs to Double there.
It's been, dude. It's been a. There's an adjective I'm looking for here. It's been a slog. There we go. We'll go with that one. That's a nice word.
Word of the day.
I'm trying to find the words, man. It's been a crazy bracket today. Again, like we mentioned, Tweak falling. I think that was the round like right before quarters.
I think he was. Yeah.
He lost the boost, so he's had to play a lot of sets so far. So, you know, we'll see how it shakes down here. If we go to Game 5 here on Small Battlefield, and there we go. It's the early, you know, early 50 piece right there.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Scared to get at you.
30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
To our end.
around at night.
You have slain an enemy.
Just a story.
An ally has been slain. You have been slain.
Good, this needs a little justice.
It's not dead.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
To destroy. I shall perform your rites.
Help me.
Shut down.
Even so. There's something in the
Has been slain.
I'm so scared.
You have slain an enemy.
Fiddlesticks, it's just a feeble.
Enemy double kill.
Down the lane, voices never heard again.
Turret plating will fall soon. Enemy killing spree. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. Killing spree.
Come closer, closer.
Hey, you showed up to this party.
Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed. Ally has been slain.
Can't get out!
Slain. An ally has been slain.
Your best falls short.
Shut down. Shut down. Your force has been destroyed. Unstoppable.
Won't you join them? See the maiden.
Has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. destroyed a turret. Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed. Double kill. Rampage. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. Has been slain. Slain an enemy. turret has been destroyed. Shut down. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. Rampage.
Story to share, children.
Unstoppable. Destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your turret has been destroyed.
Down the lane, voices never heard again.
Victory!
pretty much for Stefan.
Well, see, that's the kind of situations where I feel like Cloud does such a wonderful job at stuffing out Steve. It's on those roll-ins. It's when Steve is not really even relying on his materials, which he can't even completely do in this matchup because Cloud can just sort of charge limit. It's in those situations where like Steve actually has to sort of get in the beat with a character like Cloud. We saw a situation right there where Steve just tried to roll in, and Cloud's back air completely covered it at the base of it, right at the end right there. That's worth its weight in gold in this matchup, my friend. No pun intended. I really do mean that, no pun intended. That is like huge in this kind of matchup.
No, I mean, you're totally correct there. So, again, both players don't want to give too much here. Good parry right there from Stefan. A nice tech right there from Tweak, but again, almost being set up into the minecart there. Having to be very, very careful.
Good back air off the approach right there. Right with the block actually covering his bases right there. Good stuff on him. And a beautiful parry to the up smash. That is definitely something that Steve players are definitely going to know how to do in a matchup like this where you're going to be forced to fight in the beef with a character like Cloud, my friend. As well as showing us that beautiful little unique parry animation that he has where he works out the shield.
Yeah, again, aesthetically, Steve looks cool as hell.
Oh, yeah.
About, like, how true it is to the actual series. All right, gonna avoid a dash attack right there with the minecart dash over. Ooh, able to avoid the grab, and Tweak able to get a back air in there for his troubles. Limit on deck. How's he gonna use it? See ya.
Thinking about his life on top of that block right there. Taking all the time in the world.
Had to grind for this field.
He did. He really did, though. Oh, boy.
Walking
1, 2,
the dog.
3, 4, and can we get another? Oh, boy.
All right, a 3-stock-to-1 lead here for Stefan. Again, on the brink of eliminating the #1 seed here. Does Tweak have anything left in the tank?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Back air going to go through right there. Another good benefit that Cloud has in this matchup is that range and damage to be able to go through the blocks right there. The wood one's going to do it. Not getting a little too antsy with his approaches is Tweak. He does not want to eat another Steve bread and butter that can easily turn the tides of this game right now. He's already out of that percentage territory, but he's got a long way to go if he wants to be able to bring this game back on his own. That's a full stock lead on the part of Stefan, ladies and gentlemen, on the verge of making a huge upset here in loser semifinals of Platinum Star Smash.
All right, gets the forward air right there. Again, Tweak having to dig real deep. If he wants to win this one, Stefan still trying to extend his lead slowly but surely. Again, sitting with the stock advantage here. Doesn't have to do too much. Up smash just pixels away from not killing there. Oh! This is a grab! And just like that, Tweak has closed the gap into it.
Oh, that was huge right there. You did not want to press the grab button in that particular direction, my friend. And as a result, now we got Limit Cloud on deck. This is definitely looking like Stefan's game to lose at this point, but that's the kind of stuff that miracles are made of, my friend. Very weird assortment of blocks to sort of just create like a no-fly zone in the air on the part of Tweak and the Cloud right now. Just hanging back with the neutral once again, just trying to whip out the back air and the minecart. Tweak doing a wonderful job of just playing around and being as patient as possible. Materials on the way back up, but pretty much any forward smash, any strong attack from Steve is going to kill at this point, so he doesn't need to really worry too much about the Diamond Koopa this time around.
Oh my gosh, it's both players just pixels away from the hard stuff, and there we go. That is going to...
Now, when we think about Shaq, we all think about this guy, and with good reason. This is 3-peat Shaq, Prime Shaq, Peak Shaq, Ragdoll and the whole league Shaq. But I want to take you back to a younger version of Shaq. A Shaq that not a lot of people talk about.
Hill delivering to...
Even Shaq, look! Even Shaq talking to the crowd, he knew that. Look at the East bench. The East bench is up there.
Watch Campbell the trail. Post. Watch the trail. Oh!
Yep, and a foul.
Shaq's coming underneath. He's strong. He's slam dunks. Basket counts. Woo! You the sideline. Watch this.
David has a point here. He gets abused a little bit. He goes up.
A young Shaquille O'Neal, an absolute freak of nature, man. If you guys have never watched Shaq highlights when he was on the Orlando Magic, you gotta go check it out. And not a lot of people talk about it because, I mean, when you think of Shaq, you think of Laker Shaq, three-peat Shaq. And of course, because that's the best version of Shaq that we saw, the most dominant version. But this Orlando Magic version of Shaq was different. He was quicker, he was skinnier, he was lighter, he was in better shape. He was an absolute force of nature. I mean, he knocked Michael Jordan's Bulls out of the playoffs, he went to the NBA Finals, faced prime Hakeem Olajuwon in the Rockets, and although he got swept, he was only in his third season.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I hear crows.
30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned. Blood.
around at night.
Enemy rampage.
Who's out there? Show yourself! I'm so scared.
You have slain an enemy. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
It's just unscared.
slain. Turret plating will fall soon. An enemy is unstoppable. Has destroyed a turret.
They haven't come back from the fields. It's been 3 days.
Shut down. Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain. An enemy is godlike. Has been destroyed.
Styx is just a
An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill. An enemy has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain.
dead. I hear cows.
An enemy is legendary. Enemy double kill. Enemy triple kill. Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. 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 An enemy is dominating.
Someone there.
Is unstoppable.
To be afraid of.
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has disconnected.
Season, and he put up 28-13 on 60% shooting in the NBA Finals against Prime Akeem. I'd say that's pretty respectable for such a young player, and he did get revenge on Akeem 4 years later in the Western Conference playoffs when he was on the Lakers, and he absolutely dominated Hakeem and the Rockets and knocked them out. But young Shaq, not a lot of people talk. He only played 4 seasons on the Magic, but he was spectacular. And this build really represents a young Shaq really, really well, man. So we're going to get into the build. But first, just in time for NBA All-Star Weekend, with doubling from a also makes a build I made in NBA 2 and much, much more. Thank you to Loot Boy again for sponsoring this video. All right, so let's get into the build. This build is a 7-foot pure blue pie chart, similar to the build I made in NBA 2K21 current gen. Remember that build? This build is 7-foot pure blue, so you get driving contact dunks on a 7-foot tall player. You get standing big man contact dunks. You get a 99 post hook, and obviously you get the 87 close shot. Now 97 post moves, you get interior defense, block, offensive rebound, defensive rebound, but here's where it gets scary. Obviously, young Shaq wasn't shooting threes, but this is NBA 2K22 current gen. Everyone could shoot threes, so he put the shooting up on this build, and on top of it, he put the post fade up so you could fade on people as well. The build is a young Shaq, but it can also shoot threes and shoot post fades. So look at the badges on this thing: 30 finishing, 12 shooting, 5 playmaking, and 10 defense. The build is an absolute beast inside, but you can still shoot threes. You get the post moves. The interior defense is really good because you're 7 feet tall with long arms. The rebounding defense, and I just want to show y'all here, you get driving contact dunks, the pro driving contact dunks.
Hello friends, this is Odds, according to all known laws of aviation, and funnily enough, today we're back with another episode of the 50 Wins in a Row series. It had been a while, we've made many episodes in the past, but with the addition of MMR, the skill-based matchmaking, obviously it's a lot harder to get streaks. We play against cheaters, or survivors that are really good, or survivors that are really well equipped, and every time you get better and better and get more and more wins, even if you lose after a while, your matches only get harder and harder on average. So yeah, what I'm gonna do with streaks in the future, I'll make a pinned comment down below if you're interested, but I'm not gonna bore you with the details because we're very, very lucky that some things lined up and we actually got 50 wins with Artist. So the rules, really quickly, 50 wins in a row, a win is now defined by getting 3 or 4 kills. Now that we know how the MMR works, this makes sense. In the past, it was a bit more complex. We made it was 4 kills, and there was exceptions for hatch, for keys, but all those things have been nerfed or changed, so now we just keep it very, very simple. 3 or 4 kills, win. Anything else, now we just keep exceptions. Very, very simple. 3 or 4 kills, win. Anything else breaks the streak and you have to start over. Now, believe it or not, even though this seems like a minor change, it's actually pretty damn huge. Because in the past, if a single survivor escaped through the gates, that was GG, that was streak over. Now, we do allow one survivor to escape. So that means that we actually can allow them to do gens and play more into the endgame, which made for some very exciting games, as you will see. But the thing that you need to know is that a few factors lined up that facilitated the 50 win streak. So a few weeks ago, we managed to get to 30 wins in a row with Artist. And honestly, I thought this would be as high as I would get, so I was very, very happy with that. 30 wins, then we lost. Then again, I tried again. Don't ask me why. I also got to about 30 wins. And then, one day, they did a MMR experiment where they basically turned the MMR off. It felt like that. And I noticed that my matches were suddenly just like they were in the past before the MMR. Survivors were not using the best perks all the time, or if they were not so good with them. We would have the occasional good survivors, but it was nothing like usual. So what did I do? Of course, I played 20 games in a row and I won all of them almost right away. And we got to 50. So definitely the last 20 wins of the streak were much easier. With a couple exceptions, much easier. But the previous 60 games were hard. And I mean it. Really, really hard. And some of the games that I'm going to show you today are generally some of the finest. Most nail-biting games I've ever recorded, so I'm very excited to share that with you. But before that, you can always skip to the gameplay down below if you'd like. But before that, I'm going to share with you some of the things that I learned with Artist, because I really went into the streak knowing very little about the skiller, understanding the basics and no intricacies whatsoever. And now I think I actually understand what makes her strong much better. So in case you're not aware, the Artist has a power called the Birds of Torment. She can set up to 3 birds in the air and then send them off to attack survivors. Even if these birds miss, they still can give you some information. If a bird flies next to a survivor and doesn't connect directly, woo, you will hear a killer instinct, which can give you an idea of where someone is or where they're going. And this, very important, also works inside lockers. If a survivor is inside a locker, you will hear the killer instinct if a bird flies through it or near it. And this is something you can use to find the last hiding survivor, or sometimes survivors randomly throughout the game, if you send your birds near lockers. So an interesting thing to remember. The most threatening thing about the birds, however, is what they do from close up. When you set a bird, you will see this little spiral cylinder in front of it that basically indicates the first few meters of the flight. For the first few meters of the flight, the birds actually follow the geography of the map. So if you set a bird next to a staircase, for example, for the very first few meters, it will actually go down or up with it. And you can use this to send birds at different elevations, and it's actually really, really cool. And the most important part is that for the length of this little cylinder, the birds actually damage. It's like a hunter's hatchet. It just damages survivors straight up. And this is very important. When you remember these two things back to back together, you can actually do very threatening things with birds. For example, survivors coming out of basement can find that you send the birds immediately and they get hit as they come out, and you can follow that up with a very quick attack, which is devastating. Sending your birds off slows you down a little, but nowhere near as much as doing a normal attack. So you can do birds and then M1 super quickly. This also means that birds at melee range are very useful to deal with body blocking and groups of survivors. If you see a group of survivors in front of you, you can set a bird, send it right away, and basically guarantee that you're going to get 1 or 2 hits really, really quickly, one after another. And another thing that is not so obvious, but that is a complete game changer, is the fact that you can do these melee kind of birds in chase. Every now and then, I'll see that a survivor is just about to beat me to a pallet, right? They're about to drop a pallet, or vault it, or a window, and they are just very, very, very slightly outside of my melee range. Maybe they're just that harder, right? These survivors you cannot hit with melee, but you can hit them with a melee bird. If you set a bird at the perfect angle, you can hit survivors in the nuttiest ways, and they almost never see it coming. And the hitbox on these birds is pretty generous if you understand it well, which can lead to some crazy, crazy hits. Obviously, the other main use that you want for your birds is to threaten these insta hits in loops. So if you're at a loop, any loop in the game, pretty much, the artist can shut it down. I'm gonna tell you the way not to do it. The way not to do it is put the bird aiming at the window or the pallet and then keep chasing through it. This basically gives the survivors a way around the bird, and it makes the bird not cover anything significant, and it makes hitting that bird very difficult and awkward. And this is obviously what I and any other bad artist did at the start. But then I was corrected. I understood, and it makes hitting that bird not to do it is put the bird aiming at the window or the pallet and then keep chasing through it. This basically gives the survivors a way around the bird, and it makes the bird not cover anything significant, and it makes hitting that bird very difficult and awkward. And this is obviously what I and any other bad artists did at the start. But then I was corrected. I understood why this doesn't work. And I understood what you need to do instead. What you need to do instead is identify the areas where the survivor will run around the loop and put the birds there. And then no matter if you do this and chase from the right direction, no matter what the survivor will do, they'll have to go through one of these birds. And if at that point they don't dead hard right through it at the perfect time, or you don't mess up. If you don't mess up, basically you will have a guaranteed hit. And that's what makes the artist an absolute goddess at shutting down loops. And survivors, of course, will have to hold forward. And many of them will constantly hold forward. But don't worry, because your birds are also good at long range. If you hit a survivor through a wall or after a very long distance, this will not damage them, but it will swarm them. And they will need to remove these birds because the next one will actually damage them. You can use this from a distance just to gather info. You send a bird off in the distance towards a generator, and you can see if you hit someone, who it is. If you don't hit someone, maybe there's someone else. So the information that you can gather from the birds is great. You can also use them as a way to get people off of exegates, to get them off your totems, to maybe even hit them as they are hooking. There's a lot of things that you can do from a distance. And most of the times, survivors will be able to remove the birds. It takes 8 seconds for them to do that. And you will not get a second one, but every now and then you'll be able to hit a survivor and then snipe them with a second bird right after. So the fact that you can do that every now and then is hugely, hugely powerful. But not maybe the thing you're going to be doing all the time. What's going to be more common is that you're going to get in chases and hit through walls and close range birds. And I'm going to tell you the main idea that you want to follow. You can set up to 3 birds before you fire them off, and they each take a little while to decay. But you almost never want to use all of your birds at once early on. If you send all 3 birds into 3 different gens to gather information at the start or stuff like that, that's completely fine. That's good. But once you're in chase, you need to be very mindful. If you use all 3 of your birds, your cooldown is longer than if you use fewer. And this means that the survivor that you just hit has time to get rid of the birds, the swarm, before you can use your power again. So if you use 3 birds in chase, you'll never be able to follow it up and do a second hit. So this would be really, really bad. You don't want to use 3 birds in chase unless the survivor is already swarmed and then you want to guarantee those hits. Now, use and get better, your game as an artist is going to evolve dramatically. Your general idea, the general strategy as an artist should be, at least in my games, this worked out well. Patrol a few generators at the start. The gens that are too far that you think some survivors could be at, send some birds and find your first survivor. Try not to approach from an area that allows them to run very far away. Try to lock them down, get your first down, and from there on out you use your perks to your best advantage. Now, which perks should you be running? If you're a beginner artist, I think a build like this might be well suited for you. This will give you tons of chances to shoot your birds at gens, at people, and this would be a great practicing build. If you want to be a bit more hardcore, maybe you want to use the build that I used in the 50 win streak. And this build is disgusting. This is a mid-game to end-game build. And it has 2 episodes to it, if you will. The first 2 perks are Deadman Switch. None of these perks we've ever used in a streak before, by the way, funnily enough. But for very good reasons. Deadman Switch and Pain Resonance, Scorchhook. These 2 perks are great. You find a person, you down them as quickly as possible. You hook them on one of the scorch hooks, the white hooks, and then a generator far away explodes. If someone was touching that gen, now that gen is blocked by Deadman Switch for the next 45 seconds. And if they were not, well, you send birds. And once they get off those gens, you will now have 45 seconds where that gen cannot be touched. So this doesn't need you to go anywhere. You just need to send birds. And these 2 perks will keep the gens at bay very, very effectively if you get quick downs. This is awesome. It also allows you to camp very effectively if you choose to, and passively slow down gens from afar without even leaving the gen. And that's something that you might want to do because you definitely want to get someone killed for the rest of perks to work. My idea is to hook 2, 3, sometimes 4, but normally 2 or 3 people, and then get 1 person killed. And if you do that, the other 2 perks shine enormously. With No Way Out, the exit gates will take an additional 40, 50, 60-ish seconds to be open. Most survivors don't expect that perk and sometimes play very poorly around it. And if you know that you have this time, sometimes you can finish a survivor off or camp them or kill them off when they're almost dead, and know that they're not going to open the gates in just 20 seconds. So No Way Out was great. And the reason they'll use flashlights. With flashlights, they can remove your stationary birds, which is very annoying, and you need to play around in some maps. Though they can also fall for... Sometimes you just set a bird, they start doing that, and you just go and M1 them. But they can remove your stationary birds, which is annoying. They can also aim the flashlight at each other to remove the birds from each other. very powerful in some situations. They'll also go into lockers, which immediately removes the bird. So from afar, survivors will go in and out of lockers. Some people will think, oh, what if you use armor mid? It's not worth it. Just understand that it's part of it. Just hit them with the bird, get them off the gen with Demon Switch or whatever other perk, and then move on to someone else. That's fine. And they also do some they'll dead hard through your birds. They'll try to do cheeky little things, but it's things that you can typically play around. Now, the very best survivors that I played against were very smart. They were on a gen, and they knew that if they let go, Deadman Switch would block it. So sometimes what they did is I hit them with a bird, and they didn't panic. They took the bird, and they continued working on the gen, because they know that it takes me about 7 or 8 seconds to send another bird. So some survivors, when they were on 99 gen, they did this, and they finished it off, and some of those matches were pretty tough. So those are some of the things to look out for. You need to be very accurate with that. Sometimes you send a bird knowing that they're going to go to the right, and you aim it a little bit to the right. And there's a few other tricks that you can pull off. There's a really rare one that I think saved us one game. That some people call the slingshot bird. If you space out 2 birds really far away, and I mean really, really far away, sometimes you can send them both. The first one will swarm, and the second one will damage. But that is something that is really hard to pull off. It's just something to remember. In case you have certain perks, it can be useful. With all that knowledge out of the way, I am now going to present you the finest games that I could find. And trust me, I had so many that I'm going to make an unlisted video that I'll put in the description with extra games in case you want to see even more. Because I had so many incredible games. Some of these will definitely blow your mind, and you'll learn a lot about artists and see some action of really, really good survivors. I will include some losses in this video so that you don't know whether I win or lose. I won't tell you anything about that. I also didn't have the overlays on because I wanted to keep a low profile, so you will not know what the result is. Thank you so much for watching until now. In the next one. Oh, okay. I'm not so happy about this. Oh, man. Yeah, that's true. I think survivors really don't expect the no-way-outs. If I don't find someone in 2 seconds, I am honestly so lost. So lost, chat. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. I almost want to break this. Jesus Christ. You get into survivor friends you know? If I see like a bunch of my friends, I'm gonna dodge them. Like, I don't do that. It hasn't happened very often, but... Because then I know they could be watching this stream. But no, that hasn't happened in a very long time. Then again, we haven't done too many streaks in a long time either, so... This guy is in such a good spot, by the way. I just want to know what I'm dealing with.
Controversial idea time. An IRI for Legion is unlimited Feral Frenzy with a 6 seconds cooldown.
What?
Also allows to down on second hit like Pig's Ambush.
Bro, that's not controversial. That's literally Satan's idea of how Legion should be buffed. No Iron Will, that's good. That's good, we hit him. Okay, he actually gave us a bit of a break here. Oh, the Brown Adam would have saved my ass. He did drop the pallet though. Please don't have that heart. Okay, that's what I wanted to happen. Phew. Alright, this could be very good or very mediocre. What? I have 2 Scorch Hooks on the main building? Bro! That's evil, dude. How? That's so fucked! Why do I need 2 hooks in there? Hello? Bro. That's diabolical. Who thought of that? This map just keeps getting better, huh? Yeah, I figured. I am in such trouble, my dudes. Yikes. Can I even use my power here? Yeah, but... That's a hit. But then Medkit will bail her ass. Okay. We've taken too long. That rescue's long overdue. What? I didn't even see who made it happen. I'm checking this, my dude. Alright. He's got a toolbox, so if you thought those 2 gens were fast, get ready for the next one. Please don't have Stream Burst. At least you didn't have a pallet right here. Yikes. Oh, dude, don't go there. That's better. Oh, thank you. Alright, so 2 hooks are literally in the middle of nowhere. And the other 2 are... I can maybe reach that one. I think it's such a stretch, Chad. Oh my lord. Please tell me you don't know. Please tell me you're not gonna that hard the body block it. Ah! Yikes. Okay, well, we undid a lot of good. They probably know by now. Yeah, I'm fucked. I needed to stop that, Jim. We've lost this. So close. Wait a minute. That's a bit of a... It doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter. The gens... They did the gens that they had started. They literally can start on a clean slate right now. They are so good. Hi, Smooth Breezy. Not the time right now. Sorry, man. I don't think I can help you. I can't even risk... She could have breakout. I can't even risk a silly hit right now. Wow. Oh, don't worry, I'm wasting too much time, then. Are you guys healing over there? Not even a heartbeat. Yo, what's up? This fucking main building, dude. This bloody fucking main building. I need... What? Oh, okay. I got a little bit worried. That was a good fucking dead heart. Holy shit, bro. Fighting him down there. Yikes, dude. Fucking yikers. Do I even make it up there? If I drop accidentally on my way there, I literally fucking die. IRL. That's on one. That's decent. If we injure this guy, actually, some comeback potential. The healing? Or did I just miss here? Oh. I think you're screwed up. Wait, what? You had a step deck? Okay, bro. Yo! Did they bring a strong add-ons and strong medkits as well? Hello? Not step deck, yeah, syringe. Sorry, wrong terminology, Kappa. I need to try and kill your girl. Alright. Let's hope it's a baby little fucking Kate. With a baby little no DS. Yeah, this team is out to hurt, I'm afraid. I don't get to the one fucking hook. Oh, not only that, she actually wants to take advantage of this map. Oh, okay. Yikes, bro. I'm fucked. I'm literally fucked. I'm literally, physically, virtually, in every aspect. Fucked. Thank fucking Christ. Alright. Might not be the end of the world. Yikes. She doesn't have DS anymore, I forgot. Oh shit, dudes. The other two are held. Yeah, how the fuck did I come back from this, bro? Yeah, just trying a straight line. Like, you can probably fucking see the birds and dodge them. Camp it out. No way out. Pray to fucking God that they fuck up tremendously. I don't see it, chat. I don't see it. Wait, I need like 3 people injured. Oh. Shit, son. She's dying though. I think she's dead. No camaraderie? Let's check. 2 seconds. Oh wow, this guy's actually getting her. He actually reaches. Not if I interrupt him though. No! This fucker's gonna have BT as well, bro. Alright, you know what the fuck I'm doing. What are you doing? You lose the S if you do that. Oh, easy. Easy. I have another white hook for you. Don't fucking worry. And yep. Another paint dress coming up. Our greatest weakness might be their undoing. They might not expect the second paint dress and they might not let go right now. Oh, you're body blocking. Shit, that was good. That was really good. As expected, they didn't quite see it coming. That hard bait? Bro, if I didn't know that she's super far away, I would be dropping dead right now with stress. Yeah, okay, buddy. You do that. She's getting her spin burst back or something. Now we just need to wait it out. That guy with Unbreakable doesn't do shit. We broke this wall, so we're fine. You have that heart as well, Aiden. Now we just track you. Keep an eye on him. And with no way out, I think we have an easy, comfy way. Good, on her out. Unbreakable on that guy. No, we'll fake it. We did. Alright. We pick up the ace first if possible. And then we figure out how we do this. Oh my god, you guys. Oh, a comeback? Dude, that was a gift from Kate to us. And mind you, that's not a baby Kate. No. It's okay, they didn't use a map offering or anything. They didn't know they were coming here. But that girl with the old Boilover would have been literally impossible to hook in that corner. Luckily, with the new Boilover, you can. You just drop early and it's not a big deal. So, yeah, okay. When I saw the Diaz, though, I'm like, okay, I might lose this. Oh my god, you did have this. 3 windows of opportunity. What do you think, chat? Did that help them? I don't know. This map is very safe. Although I don't think they looped me anywhere too good. Like, the problem was the teamwork and the spreading out and everything else. I don't know. Maybe it did help them. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. It's a very personal thing. But I am personally happy that if I go against 3 insane survivors, they don't need 3 Windowses. They know what they're doing without them. Even though this perk is strong and can make a decent survivor into a really strong one. Oh, I am so happy we had that instead of Unbreakables, you know, or God knows what else. Also, they did jumps really quickly to prove themselves maybe, but other than that, they have nothing. This thing gives you like extra 6 or 7 seconds depending on skill checks. If you're lucky. So this is not even that big of a deal. This, though, is a big deal. Because if we committed to that Colette for a bit longer and then she healed in front of my face, I would have cried. But yeah, GG's. Man. What a match. Am I doing this streak? Yeah, but I'm not gonna put it in the title or anything. Because, you know, like, it's just going to attract snipers and it's just gonna put undue pressure on me. So I just do it a few games at a time. Which probably goes to show just how different the game is. I used to be able to do streaks like one day. There was a time where we were doing the clown streak. I lost it at 30 something. Next day, we got it, you know. Or the next 2 days, we got it. Pretty crazy. I don't think I could do that right now. Especially when you consider that every time you win, your MMR goes up. And that doesn't mean a lot always. But it does mean that, at least on average, your games are getting harder and harder and harder and harder on average. So I could